Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, I am waiting for Zack to join in. How's everyone doing? I think I'm live right now, right? Okay, just want to make sure. Nakasutero. I am this one. Nakasutero. There we go. Okay, I am in. I have two people watching right now. Hi, Jamie. Jamie Kelly. Hello, hello, hello. Igor C. from Australia. Okay, this is exciting. I'm so excited. How is everybody doing? How are you doing right now? How are you doing? How's everyone doing? While we are waiting for Zack over at the Tigers. Look at the comment. Good. Looking forward to this look through. That's good. I've ordered a shuffle tarot, both version. We have both version. Isn't that kind of fun that I'm doing half of it and then he's doing the other half? I'm good. It's raining and cold here today. Hello, Lady Knight of Avalon. Hello, hello. Coming on now. He's coming on now. How's my hair? How do I look? It is like the weirdest things when you see yourself on camera because it's lopsided. Whatever. It is what it is. On a Saturday. What are you all doing on a Saturday? It's Saturday, right? Or is it Sunday for some? Hold on. Audio is off on my end. This is live. Technical difficulties. 7 people watching. Who are the 7 people? Hey, Carol L. L. I'm just gonna call you L. Hey, L. It is Sunday morning here in Australia. Okay, he fixed it. He's coming on now. Hello, 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 hello. The Shuffle Tarot. So excited. I'm so excited about this. So excited. Carol. For me, as an Asian person, R and L are the toughest for me to pronounce because in Cantonese, which is my native mother language, we don't roll or do the L on the top of the tongue. So we don't have anything like that much. So R and L are very difficult for me to pronounce. Okay, here we go. Hey, the Took Witch, Essence 818. And without further ado, 3, 2, 1, magic.
Hello.
Magic. Hi, guess who this is, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know who this is? This is the Tigers Abyss, Miss Zack.
It's me.
Zack.
I don't know how to respond to that.
We were texting yesterday. We were like, "Are we sure? Are we sure that we're gonna do this?" I don't think Tarot Tube is ready for us.
Well, it turns out I was the one that wasn't ready.
Girl, you gotta get that hair snatch. You got
Yeah,
that
I know.
face
Yeah.
glowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm moving everything here, so there we go.
So
There we
people are
go.
coming in. Okay, I'm just gonna keep saying hi. These are the new people. So Moon Rising Tarot and all the good ones are here. Thank you for the support. So since we only have an hour and I really want to get through the whole thing, do you want to talk a little bit about this deck?
I
Could
don't know.
you?
I don't know where to start with it. It's like it's all over the place. There's
It's,
things I like and there's things I don't like about it. But I'm gonna keep it. Let's just say that.
we're gonna do a valid, you know. I haven't even opened the deck. Like it's I haven't opened the deck, so it will be like for real my first like impression. So y'all be ready for it. I also messaged the creator and I was like, hey, I'm going live with Zack. If you want to, watch it. But I think they're in Thailand right now, which is probably in the middle of the night. So we'll see.
They can stay up. They need to wake up.
So the Shuffle Tarot. There's two collection. On this part one, we're gonna talk about the blue box, which is collection A, and they also have the yellow one, which is the collection B, which will be the next hour at Zack's channel, the Tigers of Bliss. And then the link is down below in the comment, in the description. So yeah, why don't you talk a little bit about like how do you discover it?
How I discovered it?
Yeah.
How did I find out about it? I know I've seen it. I think I've seen it around. I may be confusing it with other, um, other decks that are because it's very reminiscent of the before tarot, the after tarot, and the between tarot. I think, but I think this one does it way more. Like does more with that concept of playing with the Rider-Waite-Smith instead of just putting out another Rider-Waite-Smith clone.
Like me and Zach kind of always chat about like how tired are we of like here's another RWS deck. So when I saw this one, I'm like, what do you think? And then he was like, well, it will be interesting to see, how it all worked out. And I was like, I'm intrigued about the book because the whole thing about this deck is they kind of like they keep the RWS system, but at the same time they change the images. They kind of like mix and match the images. So it might be what you usually see as the high priestess. That figure might be in another card in justice, or the empress will be as the queen of coins or whatever. So we were like, should we get it? Should we get it?
I mean, and we said we'll both get it. And thanks to Y for getting us free shipping. And also thanks to the creators for being so generous to do that.
Right.
Because
I was like, it is. Well, the thing about it, because I was like, if I'm gonna buy a copy, and Zack is gonna buy a copy, the creator is gonna send 2 copies in 2 package with double the shipping because it's probably the same price. When 2 decks together rather than 4 decks together, it's just a little bit more. And since it's gonna be over anyway, so I was like, hey, if we buy it together, and I'm gonna order 2 sets, will you do it? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I'm a bargainer. Thank you so much.
this would not have been possible without Y's help. Well, I mean, I would have still bought it, but
now
I saved what what is it, like $40 for shipping?
The shipping is like $40.
Yeah, it's like.
So I was like, And I told him, I'm like, you know what? If this all go well and people want to buy it, maybe like I will like front everyone. If everybody want to place an order, and I'll just order like 100 decks, and then I'm now being a distributor of all tarot.
Hey, that's a great idea. You know, not having to do so much of the work of as publishing, but still, you know, helping others. You know,
As an American distributor, right? Why not?
yeah. And it's like it's usually the distribution needs to go to like Australia, the UK, Mexico, other countries because a lot of the publishing really does happen in the US. But when it's like outside of the US, that's when all the hissy fit throwing starts happening.
It is true. It is true. What I was gonna say? I forgot. I'm spacing out. Well, let's look at the chat right now. We have like new people coming in. We have Raven's Tarot. Corvin is here. B at Kelly Sunflower is here. I think that's about all the new people that said hi in the chat room. So this is 80 cards. 80 cards.
Is it? Right?
Girl, it's on the side of the deck.
Right?
80 cards, 22 major, 40 minor, 16 court, and 2 surprise.
They need to change that surprise to title cards because that's what it is, girl. That's all we get.
Girl, the creator is gonna be like, you guys have rude.
I'm just being honest. It's
Thank you. Okay, so you're holding up the yellow one.
Yeah, this is yeah. But it's like they both come with these.
Yeah.
But it's just in blue. Same thing. And instead of collection B, it says collection A for you. It's like that, yeah.
Yeah.
These are the surprise cards.
Right. Let's look at the box. 2 Bs. Sturdy, nice. These are the one that we always love. If all creators can do this box, we'll be happy. And they have the thingy magoo on the side so that you can actually, you know, take it out rather than, because some of them are like, I can never take it out. So this is a good thing. On a picky note, like super picky, I'm like, oh my God, like total picky, is like the graphic on the side is kind of like, it's the cloud, but you know, when you close it, you're like, oh, what is it? So that's like super picky, but it's not important, ladies and gentlemen. It is not important.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it just looks like election. Like they were trying to add a design, but not really. It's just supposed to.
Yeah.
I think maybe in the next edition, if there is, you know, they'll add like a design or they'll make it more flat-ish. You know, maybe they'll have like the bird like peeking out under it. I think that would be clever.
Yeah, if the bird is downstairs, that would be cuter. I think. And then like the sun is downstairs, it's a little bit cuter. But it's a great box. Yeah, and then the other funny thing about it is, so he sent me 4 boxes, right? I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pick random boxes. I'm gonna send 2 to you, and then I'll keep 2, right? And then when I open it, I got box number 116 for the collection A, and Zack got the
516 for collection
516.
A. And then I got.
So we now have half and half.
Wow. Little yin yang action going on there.
Right? We don't have just both collection. Now like half and half. Like this is so cool. Thank you, universe. Okay. This hour we are doing A. Collection A, which is the blue box. We look at the box already. And there is a certificate card. Mine is day 116. And this is the back for the blue card. It's the birds. And then the extra card is Pamela. Great. So that's that. The card stock is quite, I like it. It's kind of, it's matte, right? It's not shiny, but it's not like the matte, like, you know, like it's smooth. It's smooth but it's not shiny, which I like.
Yeah, there was a little issue. Tiny, but it's like I can see how this could go. How it could go really wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I should have kept it, but I like picked it off.
Mm-hmm.
The cutting wasn't so clean. There was still like little like shreds or fibers of the card still like coming off of mine. Just a little bit. I think
mine is like completely fine.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. Mine is so far. There's no edging. There's no gliding. Is it gliding? What is it called?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's smooth. It doesn't. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't shuffle. No, don't shuffle it. No.
That's that. Let's just go through it. So yeah, certificate, and then Pamela Coleman Smith card, which is cute.
Queen.
Thank you. We always love a good extra card, and thank you so much for this one.
And one of the things I was like, should I mention it? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, just like little quick sneak peek. I love that they included weight as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which low key, he kind of looks like Einstein, but you know, it's weight.
Yep. So yeah. That one is in the yellow pack, the collection fee. So should we go look at the book? Let's look at the booklet. So this is collection A booklet, and it's in Thai also. But if you read Thai, more power to you. But I don't, so I will be reading the English. And what do you think about? What do you think?
Meh. Keywords and yeah, it's a little disappointing.
It is not. It is like since the creation of this deck is mix and match. I was hoping that like why did he take, you know, the fool in the Wheel of Fortune or whatever, but it's not explaining in this. Maybe
how does it? Yeah, how does it change the meaning? Because you can't read it the same. And one of the other things that I don't like about the majors is the names are the same. I don't think they should be the same. I think they should have been changed to something else. My opinion.
But like, you know, it's pretty basic. The Emperor, you can see all the keywords there. Lacking freedom, having an obligation, pressure, which is I guess if you really work on it, you might see the symbolism. But let's go through it. Do you want to show the card?
Oh, sure. Let's see. I should have collection A, correct?
Yeah.
Where should we start? The Fool? The Fool? I'm all switched around here.
Yeah, because then if you do the card, I can read the book, or if you want to read the book, up to you. Which one?
You go through the book and you talk about the imagery, and I'll hold the card. Or I can set it up so that it's not showing my face, because the camera automatically focuses on the face. So I'll have the camera set up pointing down
just be who you are, girl.
Right. Because I have this thing here, and I can point this thing down, and I can fix it around and quick.
Just be you, girl. Just be you, girl.
All right. Okay.
So first one is the Fool, which is now a woman.
Well, I mean, it's the Empress and the Fool.
The Empress as the Fool, right?
Yeah.
Can you all see, or is it? Okay. You all gonna vote. Do you want the camera pointed down so that we can see? Oh, now we can focus it.
Yeah, but you see how long it takes?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she's clear. She's crisp. And you can see the freaking hairs on my finger.
And is it a duck? It's a swan.
Yeah, it's a swan. Which I think, which hints that they know their shit. Because that's the swan isn't in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, unless I've just blocked it out for like the whole entire few years that I've been doing tarot. But the swan is in usually in like other like in the Thoth. Though they call it a pelican, but let's be real, it looks like a swan.
So that's interesting. So now the fool is the women. And in the guidebook, it say women, tourism, tourism, new experience, excitement, carelessness, being being self-willed. Interesting. Do you like it? I like it.
I mean, I like it. Again, it's just I think the meaning needs to be like switched a little.
Oh, girl.
I think. Oh, my computer fell asleep.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, second.
So how could you call this the magician? Let me block my face. Maybe it'll.
Go. Let's switch. I'm gonna do the card.
All right. But I mean, like you're supposed to be. I mean, yeah.
It'll be easier. Oh, this is already done.
Yeah.
So the magician is the lover, right?
No, it's judgment.
It's the judgment?
Because of the child.
Is it though?
I think so because the lovers I think are in another card.
Okay, so judgment is the magician. This is gonna be an interesting deck. Interesting.
So it brings up the question like, do you blend the magician and judgment together to make the new meaning? Like, you know,
right.
What does it say?
And
what
then
does the guidebook say?
And then let's see the chat. Hey Lian, I agree. They should have changed the title too. Is the child not in the sun card? Well, we'll get to it. It's probably
we'll
not.
see where that one is.
So that's the magician. Interesting. I'm liking it though. Strange.
Yeah. It's great. It's different. Or wait, should we read the preamble?
If you
because
want.
I feel like maybe it'll show some insight. Because
okay, you do it. You do.
I should have read it before. Because look, it says.
Do it. Read it.
Let's see what it says. Let's see what the. Ooh, you get the full range of my room. Let's see. I don't have my water with me, but let's see. Will it be possible that the characters in the tarot cards change their atmospheres and/or move to a new environment? When the fool isn't walking to the cliff, the emperor doesn't have to guard his throne. The magician doesn't have to put his hand up and guard a table. If they step out of the old box, where and how will they go? And what kind of situation are they encountering? At the front of each shuffle tarot card, you will see a lot of familiar symbols, places, and legendary characters. It will bring you to a creative way of telling a story through a picture, which will definitely excite you and make you enjoy. Send our mental power to the feelings and what they are encountering. This adventure will take you to their new world. You'll also have to come back to observe the details of the cards' fronts with symbols that you used to ignore in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Let's see. If you are ready, let's get into the world of Shuffle now. There we go.
There we go. So I mean, the whole reason we get this deck is like it will be it would somewhat, I don't want to say challenge, but it would be interesting to kind of like, it'll give your brain a little like, oh, I never
Mm-hmm.
thought about that, which might be in order to do this, it might link back to the original RWS and kind of question like, I wonder if this is right. Okay, carry on.
Moving on.
This is the high priestess, but I guess it's a gender neutral.
Right.
You can call him a girl, you can call him a priestess, because, or maybe that's not a him, but it looks like a him to me. I'm
Right.
so politically incorrect right now. The pomegranate is still the same. The wheel is broken though, so I wonder, the wheel is broken. This is the one that on the chariot, right?
Yes.
So clearly, this is the guy on the person. I'm gonna say the person because I don't know if it's a guy or girl or neutral. Traditionally on the chariot, but now it's not on the high priestess. The broken wheel speaks a lot, and the way that
Yeah.
stomping on it.
It's like the main focus is like my brain is just going straight to that broken wheel. And if you want to get into Game of Thrones, you know, what does Daenerys say? She says, I don't want to rule the wheel. I want to break it."
So is that right? Right? Being a
Something
high,
along those lines.
right? I think so. So being the high priestess on the journey of being the high priestess, you have to break through something. You have to break something.
I think it's like my brain is like, because they're both very watery cards. My
Mm-hmm.
brain is like going to like, okay, maybe there's like some breaking of the watery emotional cycle of things, I guess you could say. It's because the chariot's kind of supposed to be like rolling through the water of the high priestess, if I'm not mistaken.
Valid.
So I think.
Going on. Who's this one? This one's clearly the hanged man. Now the hanged man is the empress, which I don't know. I don't know what that means because empress is usually pregnant, and now,
I
yeah,
mean, I guess you could kind of. I don't know. My brain is kind of thinking like maybe he's kind of like making a mockery of the throne of the empress. Maybe it's giving me vibes of oh, what's that bitch's name? She was it was very it like started a whole like argument, or like there was a whole debacle on like on in the media when this photo came out. It was like Donald Trump in his White House, and it was, is it Kellyanne Conway? And she's like sitting on the couch in that weird way. It kind of reminds me of that, like in this super relaxed position, super like leaning upside down on the couch of the empress in this very powerful position, yet kind of just like very relaxed,
right.
you know.
And then my first instinct is like a little bit like literal, right? So when you give birth to a child, it's usually head come out first, right?
Yeah.
So the
Mm-hmm.
whole point about the hangman is you go head down and then your heart is above your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing that I can think of.
So another thing is if you put the traditional Rider-Waite Smith in 3 rows of 9 cards,
Mm-hmm.
the Empress is above the Hanged Man.
Oh, so maybe the Empress did give birth.
It's insinuated in that, and it's like, and then like under the Hanged Man, I believe is the world. Let me see. I have this book here. I'm like referencing it again because this is where I really learned all this stuff. Yeah, and the world is right under that. It's all in Tarot Revelations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're giving you the full tea, and it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full pot of hot tea.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead.
So there is that, how the Hanged Man reduces to the Empress. So I could see maybe that's why they maybe put him there. I don't know. But I feel like that interplay is already there in the normal Rider-Waite Smith. There doesn't need to be. I feel I think maybe they could have done something a little different. Maybe
Like,
I don't
why is
know.
he taking? This might be like year after the empress is dead, and now he has the throne or whatever.
But I
Okay,
mean, the Empress left, and she's on her own journey.
being pregnant is sort of liminal. Okay,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
we all got a
I
different.
think I'm like I think I know what you're trying to say.
How is the card stock? It's good. It's matte. It's
I can't really I can't really compare the cardstock to anything.
nope. It's it's
Yeah.
it's smooth, but it's not shiny. But it's not like the matte. Where they have the. It's not linen for sure. It's not linen. It's matte, but there's a smoothness to it.
I'm like touching all my cards now to like I'm like maybe
And the
like
bounce is not that. It's not that floppy, so it's good cut stuff. Like it doesn't bounce as much, which is a great thing. And it is bendable. It is quite soft. Yeah. So I haven't shuffled it yet. We'll shuffle it next. Okay. The next one. This one is I like this one. It's the
let me have
Fool
it.
as the Emperor. I do, like I hope he grow, we all kind of want the Fool. I don't know, like besides the Fool going into like the enlightenment at the end, the Fool journey. Like for me personally, as why I treasure this period. I want to get to that success level. I want to get to that. I own my own power, like literally on all aspect of my life. So that speaks to me.
Yeah, to me it's more of like it definitely is taking a break, but it feels momentary for me because the Fool is so mobile.
Hmm.
He's like, okay, this is a nice view here, and I think he's not. I get the sense that he's not wanting to stay there for so long, even though like in the image there's like no hint to him like wanting to get up out of that chair. He's definitely there, taking in the view. He's gonna be there for a while, but but his like travel staff is like with him at the ready so that he can get up and leave at any moment. But he's been there for a while because the dog is taking a nap.
Hmm.
That animal aspect is asleep right now.
Hmm. So yeah.
So
Uh Equal hours. Is it like no. No. Spirit Keeper Tarot is like a whole different genre. Oh,
it's fluffier than that. If Spirit Keeper's Tarot is a little stiffer.
yeah. The High Red Pen, and this one intrigued me is
Temperance.
yeah, and it's all stone.
It's
With
it's I like it.
talk about it.
It's well, let's see where I can go with it. So there's obviously a passage of time. So it's definitely like maybe a moving away from that old tradition of the
Mhm.
Hierophant, and it's like being rediscovered again, I guess, if we're like finding this old statue, uh, you know, that's covered in cobwebs. I see there's a rat at the bottom. They added little new things in there. So I'm like, why is the rat there? Like,
Mhm.
what does that mean? Also, it doesn't look like it's stone, but it doesn't look too old, you
Mhm.
know? So I think like maybe it needed to be maybe a little aged up, but it's like cracking. It's like it's aged, but I guess not enough.
Mhm.
uh, the spilling of the gold cup, though, and the silver cup is, I'm assuming the cup in the hand is the silver one.
Mhm.
But I guess if it's sticking to the traditional Rider-Waite Smith, they're both the same color. But in other decks, it's silver and gold. So I'm pretty sure they're going to stick with both being gold.
Right.
But yeah, the cup that's supposed to receive has not been given anything yet, and the cup that's giving the gold one on the floor is being spilt and wasted. That's another thing.
And like for me now is what stands out are the colored, like
Mm-hmm.
the halo and what is alive, right? Whatever the old is, hierophant, the old system, the old belief, but what is behind, the idea is still bright, but what is not useful, like what is useless or what is, the extra, unjust or whatever is all on the floor. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I see it. Okay, girl, you might have to change your your live like 30 minutes later.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I'll switch it later. Yeah.
They said that, there's a notification saying that it's gonna be on 30 minutes.
Uh, I don't know. I will because I'm like, how are we gonna?
Well, let's
We'll
put it that
figure it
way.
out.
If people will go to your channel and see that you're not there, I hope they were smart enough to know that we're probably running long on this channel and they will come back.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Lovers. So the whole thing about the Cupid is now replaced with the devil.
Okay.
Mm,
I wish. I mean, I get. Okay, so it seems to me. I need to look at these. If I'm not mistaken, I think are they doing what I think they're doing? No,
oh,
no,
pointing at
because the
devil.
charioteer wouldn't be in the high priestess if that's the case.
Temperance 14 and Hierophant. Amazing,
Yeah,
exactly.
they did that with the hanged man with 12 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
and they did it again here, 15 and 6, and yeah, 22 4.
Yep, right on. We earlier, you're on time.
Yeah. Well, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You can watch it back. Where can I start with this? I mean, it's still giving me like lovers. It still gives me the vibe of lovers. I don't see it as like that much of a difference.
The 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 immediate I go to is like this is like the, should I say it? Half of the universe, half of the YouTube channel will be like you are horrible, but this remind me of the twin flame.
The twin flame.
Yeah, like it's unhealthy.
Okay, okay, that okay.
In
Toxic relationship
yeah, like
attachment.
I must
But
need it. It's the
but
devil
that's
taking over.
but that's in the normal devil card.
Mm-hmm.
That's already so it's like why do we need it here? I guess here it's kind of more. I guess you could play with it with the normal Rider Waite Smith, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and have this as like, yes, this may look like a good lover's card, but really there's a toxicity to it.
Right. So this one is like it. Yeah. Like be careful. This is a more like if you use this deck to do a reading, when this show up, you'll be like, well, be careful. Caution before you proceed.
Yeah, here I think here. Okay, here's what. Okay, now we're getting into it. Now you got me into it. Here it's like okay, so in the Garden of Eden story, the devil takes on the disguise of a serpent. So
Mm-hmm.
here it's like the devil is out in the open and plainly showing himself here. It's like how can you not be seeing it?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even that it's a devil and you still like are still into it, and you're still wanting it. Maybe I don't know.
Interesting. Everybody new system. I'm telling you. Carry on the chariot, which is very interesting. Is the girl from the star.
Mm-hmm.
Right. From the star, and she is now pouring the water for what are those things?
The sphinxes.
The sphinxes. Yeah.
So I would. Okay, so I guess there's a sense of nourishment here. But again, there's this. It's still kind of like the figure of the star giving to the black and the white sphinx is still kind of the same thing as I see when I see the normal star card. It's still giving the water into the pool of water and the water onto the land.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's the black sphinx that is associated with the water and the white one with land.
Mm-hmm.
I think, because they represent those polarities, that duality there. So here it's kind of the same ish.
Uh-huh.
The chariot, though, should be bringing on a difference here. I don't know how. I don't know what. It's the vehicle. It's the mode. It's the transportation. It's not going anywhere. So I guess here it's like, okay, so here we go. Okay, now I get it. Now I see it. It's a break. It's relaxation and giving the sphinxes a break from pulling the chariot, and giving them water. Let me see what it says
That's
in the guidebook.
that's my first impression is like, your go girl, take a break, drink some water, even your team, right? If you're driving your team dead, is the vehicle is not gonna go. Your whole team is gonna break down. Take care of your worker, take care of your family, take care of whoever driving you, you know, and that's how I see it for this one.
Let's see what's next. This is the next card is a good one. Are we done with that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh!
Oh, I love it.
Drink. Oh my God. So this is the traditional girl, right?
That is no. That they are from the tower.
Get out.
Yeah. So
Talk about that.
so first of all, what's her name? I always want to say Danver, but no, it's Carol Baskin.
Uh-huh.
But no, we're not gonna go there. As in of Tiger
What?
King for now.
No, I haven't even watched that thing.
Oh, girl.
I'm pulling up the old one.
Yeah, nobody here. There goes my theory about numerology. Yeah, it's like sometimes it goes with it, other times
So
no.
this is the traditional card, and you're right.
Oh no. Oh no, I should not have been sitting like this.
Now your feet is
Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're Gucci. Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah, we're Gucci. Okay. You know what? That was me right there. That's me right there with my knee.
So
Trying to stretch it
what is your
out.
first take on this?
Okay, so my initial take is uh, playing, kind of like playing with fire. You're playing with lions here, and you know what? That's the lion playing with you, and you just got bit. you know.
Right. So it's not like don't even though you have strength, but be careful of where your strength is, right? Where you use it.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of like when you have like if you have a toy with a dog or a pet and you try to pull it away from them, they're gonna clamp on tighter and they're gonna pull back, and it's gonna be and they think they're playing. So
Mhm.
here, I think the lion might think you're playing, and the harder you pull away from him, the harder he's gonna bite down on it.
Valid. It sends two more down on your wrist. Sorry. Okay, next. This one is interesting.
Yeah.
The hermit is now the lady in the world. So the lady in
So
the world is like, I'm tired. Everybody just leave me alone. I'm going on a retreat. I gotta review my whatever the scroll that I need to write. I need a long time. Get away from me.
hmm definitely, it's to me. I think they messed up a little here because the hermit. That's not the hermit's background. The hermit's on a mountaintop, not on like a flat, plain, frozen tundra.
Right.
Though I can see how they made that mistake. It looks like, but it's supposed to be mountains in the far background. But he's on a summit. Here, it's just a flat ground right there.
Right.
One criticism, but what I liked was that all the other lights are shut off. That because it's insinuating that the candles are, that her wands are candles, and so usually it'd be like the double duality is illuminated and being shown with the light, but now it's just only one. So here it could be a card of like maybe ignorance, but also it's like you're kind of saving that flame, keeping that last light up. So it's kind of like the star almost.
Right.
Where all the lights are off and now you can see the star clearer.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I think that makes sense. What do you get when you mix the tower and strength? The lions attack! Voila, voila. Hey, Y, how's it going? When are you going to enable super chat? Well, I cannot do that yet. I cannot. What is it?
Monetize?
Yeah, I haven't. I don't have enough. I have enough subscriber. I have like 3,100 watch hours. I still need 900 watch hour to go. If you're in this chat, just when you go to sleep, just put on my playlist. And
keep
that's another
keep doing those live streams.
Thank you. Just leave it on and just go to bed. All right, next. Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, so it's all the characters. So we have the Pope, the woman, the dead king, and the child. So, and then we have death at the top of the wheel.
It is a little bit. It is. This is like the depressing Wheel of Fortune. Like you can't escape it.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, I guess not really. I'm trying to think of like how. I don't really view it as depressing. I'm not sure how to take it. The death on top of the wheel. It's like, well, what happens when the wheel turns? What's going to happen to death? Is he going to fall off, or is he like going to be stuck on there, just upside down? Like, what are we doing here?
Right. So, like the traditional Wheel of Fortune, it can be like what goes around comes around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be careful. Even though you are having all the good moments right now, this seems all the right things, right? But the it's gonna turn, and this one is gonna go on top. And maybe this is, even though we have COVID-19 and everything is like madness right now, and when this turn around, it will be live again. So this is like the negative perspective of the card, to see it that way rather than the positive. I don't know.
Let's see what the booklet says.
Right, but like the Pope are like blood tears.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember noticing that. I'm like, why is he crying blood?
And,
so dramatic.
Right, and he's like, "Don't get away from me."
Yeah. I'm like, I think tarot experts need to put in their 2 cents on this, and maybe have like Rachel Pollack write something on this.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a tarot expert in the room, please comment on this Wheel of Fortune card. But yeah, that's based on the service of it, it's like whatever you're facing, which is bad right now, it will turn around. Whatever bad will go away. That's how
maybe, I guess, but it's like that's still pretty much on the Wheel of Fortune either way.
Right?
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like when sometimes people will put an extra card in the deck, and it's just, to me, it's like, oh, and I read the description of it and what it means. It's like, oh, so it's just another Fool card, or it's another whatever card, And it's just giving me like the forces of death, just turning the wheel, or at the top of the wheel. So it's kind of like, how again, we'll need more time to sit with this one.
Yeah. More bad stuff is coming your way.
It's like, how can I put a twist to it? How can I make it change to it, you know?
Right?
Yeah, it's like like Igor C says, isn't death another cycle? And it's like, yeah, it is, but it's like when you have like death at the top of it, you know, it kind of, and it just, and it looks like it's stuck there, you know.
Death
Oh,
and
yeah.
transformation doesn't happen. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
true. Next, justice. Now is the high priestess in
Which
the justice.
it's justice. I guess maybe here, if the high priestess is internal, then I guess it's justice within yourself, you know, bringing your own justice to yourself, you know.
For me, this one is like the truth justice. Because I'm naive, ladies and gentlemen. I am naive. Because I believe in spirituality, justice.
Let me read you something here. Shuffle Tarot is the one. Wait, what does that say?
Can you read it? I can't read it.
Let's see. Wait, is that one? No, is the new tarot from something Thailand.
I can't read it.
Trust it, and it will be your life compass. So I guess that's the law here that the high priestess is showing you.
Thank you, Shuffle Tarot.
There you
Bossy.
go.
Thank you. Yes.
I think if it was just a little smidgen, just tiny bit bigger, tiny bit, I think it might have helped just a little. I doubt it though. You know, it's so small, you can barely read it.
But then I also wonder.
Which you can read into that too. It's like you may have a brief idea as to what the law really says, but it can be twisted, and it can be bent a little.
Like I feel like in my world, I would rather have this justice than the other justice.
Well, that's another thing. It's like, so one of the things that that is constant in the tarot is that the feminine or the female figures are like repeated throughout. So like the woman in the world is the same as the woman as the empress, and the high priestess is just the empress, just in another polarity. And the high priestess is justice, and it's like it's all coming together. It's all essentially the same. Like the woman in the star, same person in the empress, you know, and the same thing there, apparently, you know. I like it. It's just, again, it's like 11 to 2. I see that switch, you know. Higher wisdom to the pursuit of justice. What does that mean?
The eyeball. Next, the hanged man is now the empress, right?
It's strength.
Strength girl. The white dress girl.
Yeah, it's like, again, pretty much the same person. The lady was the same, essentially, is what I've read in some tarot books. But moving on, I mean, I guess it's virtue in suspension, or virtue in, I guess, being punished for virtue. It could also, it definitely, okay, so it's still going back to that martyr type of meaning that, you know, the hanged man has. Because it does look like, you know, usually don't they dress them in white when they, you know, burn them at the stake or whatever? It's like that's sometimes how they're depicted when they execute like witches and, you know, people who broke the law or whatever to the church.
But like the vine and the only thing that tying her is the rope on her feet, but everything else is from the vine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it would have been smarter to have that vine that's around her waist, tie around her ankle, and then tie up on the top of the T of the post.
Yeah.
I think that would have been cleverer, because then like the rope is like, what's going on there, you know? So yeah.
That's that. Death. We all scared of the creepy child, and now the creepy child, as you wish, is now on the death horse.
I mean, is it the death horse?
It's not. It's the creepy child marching into the death territory now.
Right? I'm like, wait. So it's like, I was like, wouldn't the horse be also in the death card, in the Wheel of Fortune card, right? But no, the horse isn't there. So I guess, but I mean, it is the same horse apparently. I guess you could say that's in the death card, that's in the sun card. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. Just the reins are removed, and it's removed of all its titles as of the horse of death.
Yeah.
I guess.
The chat is
But here
always.
it's like, so I guess it's like, it still just looks like the sun in another perspective.
I don't have monetize yet. I can't monetize yet. Sorry. It takes a lot of strength to hang there like that peacefully. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like, that's kind of like already, that's why strength is either like 8 or 11. You have that before you go through the trials of the hanged man and death. And the real difficult cards. Oh, don't look at me.
Very true.
Again, still taught in the previous card when you're going through the major arcana, so it's kind of like.
Creepy naked baby on a creepy card.
Okay. I guess it's now instead that new life coming through. Again, this is where I think the title shouldn't be death. I think it should be new life.
Mm-hmm.
Which has that undertone of like death and its environment and all that. I do like how they put a waterfall, even though it's not a waterfall. It's again another perspective thing from looking at the traditional Rider-Waite Smith.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like it. It looks like like those big giant waterfalls. Like what is it? Like Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to find that. Here it is. Oh wait, maybe it is. Huh. No. Well, maybe. Yeah.
It's maybe. Yeah.
It's just like it's so busy, right? Like right there between
the Pope. Yeah.
Yeah, between the Pope and the horse, it's like it's really hard to see. And I always thought it was like maybe like cliffside. I don't know. My brain just kind of like automatically filled it with something else, but no. Yeah. Huh. Something to look into.
Temperance. Now the lovers in the temperance. So it feels like this is the real love card, right?
I feel like
real love is the balance, right?
Maybe I think here it's more. I think it's more the transfer of the feminine giving to the masculine, and then she's like I like how he's coming out of the water. I guess maybe he like some ritual is going on here. Like either he's been baptized, maybe some marriage ceremony. She's giving to him, and I think she's about to lead him to the angel, and is gonna teach him a few new things.
Which I like when you switch, like most of the male character now is replaced by the female character in this collection A. It gives a little more feminist perspective to it.
Yeah, I think this card, because there's this idea of like so in the lovers it's supposed to be stated that they're the anima and the animus, and it's like the masculine, or like you are supposed to represent the male part looking towards the feminine, towards Eve, and she's looking up towards the angel, and so so through that you're supposed to guide your way to the higher power, towards the light or whatever. Here it's more openly shown, and here the woman is kind of in power here, and is like showing you, giving I do like this depiction here,
right?
So I would maybe call this as a true lovers card, or maybe like a education card or a teaching card,
right?
In a way,
right? Because now the apple is not. There's no snake anywhere.
It's right there.
Where?
It's right behind her ankle.
Oh, girl, I don't even see it. That's
I know there is that hidden aspect there. I would have liked it coming out of like the tall grass. Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
moving on.
Interesting. That death in Four Horsemen of the. Okay. Rise of
Yeah.
the Pale Horse, right?
I'm like, I've been new.
Why do people say? Well, some of the clones are looking creepy, but
Yeah, this is one of the cuter looking. Like, it looks like an actual kid. Looks like an actual child. You know, that you would actually care about. Something bad happened to it.
okay. Next, the devil. This one girl.
Okay, so it's obviously that oppressive traditional religion dogmatic type of
Mhm.
aspect, but again, that's kind of where the devil comes in for that as well. But here it's like, okay, yeah. So that's why I think here the cards would be very good for using like specifics, you know. So that you strip away, you take away that meaning from the devil and you put it in this exclusive card here, and you can put that in your normal Rider-Waite-Smith deck and have it within there.
Mhm. But then, like, if this is like a whole new deck without RWS, how it's gonna be reading is more like traditional.
It's, I guess here it's traditions holding you back, but that's still
Mhm.
the devil, Rider-Waite-Smith, the chains of tradition holding you back, saying like, I've been taught that that's not how things are, and it's like, well, other people teach this, the opposite.
But isn't that the traditional devil is about the temptation also,
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, it's like the
right?
temptation, and it's
So
also the carnal physicality, you know,
right.
pleasure and
So
all that.
just naturally, people kind of just like associate the devil is like your vice, your temptation, your drug addiction, your bad habit, and yada yada yada. But then with this version, it's like what it seems to be good might also be restricting also. What
Yeah,
seems to be providing you the guidance might also be what is chaining you at your neck.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's that.
Hmm. I just I just changed my my stream so that it's an hour
Later,
later. Yeah, we're almost done. Either well, we also have the courts.
we'll see.
Also, what are we gonna do with the minors?
I know, girl. There might be another
Well,
life.
yeah, yeah.
The tower is
Okay,
now the wheel of
it's
fortune.
I I quite like this. This is quite interesting. It's there's so much going on here. It reminds me a bit of this image here. I don't know if it's in this book or not. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, for some reason it reminded me of this. I don't know if this is going to show up right. Uh, where am I? So it looks like that, like all like the animals there sitting on like this mountaintop. Well, it's clouds in this picture, but it's giving me the same vibes here.
Mm-hmm.
And here it's very much like, what is this supposed to be called? I think it's called a group of world religions. I could be wrong. I need to reread what this is, but still gives me the same vibe as that. You know, all the beasts, all the weird animals, like sitting there, you know, with the books there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so here it's kind of like, I guess here it's not, despite you know the Anubis and the Sphinx falling down. I guess with the Sphinx, I guess here it's more like an epiphany or like a again it kind of it still goes in hand with like that old devil card with you know with traditions. This is what you've been taught in the
Mm-hmm.
past. This is what I've been taught is the right way or the only way. Here it's definitely that. Well, no, here you learned something, you read something, and it told you otherwise, and now you're like really like, oh wait, maybe they are wrong. Oh, it is wrong. I gotta rethink everything here,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I'm getting with that. The
Yep.
power of reading. Reading is what?
Fundamental.
Fundamental.
Uh, next, the star.
I love this. This is another one I love.
The
It's the
hermit
hermit,
is.
and he's taking a break. I wish there was steam coming out of it. You know. You know, it's like make it more relaxing, you know. But maybe because with the hermit in the old card, he looks pretty cold, you know. He's old and his bones are achy, you know. A nice little warm bath, you know, to help him relax.
And it's like the daytime now. You know,
It
maybe
yeah, it's kind of yeah. It's the time whether it's like daytime or nighttime isn't really
is it?
clear, and
Well, because this is star, so it should be nighttime, but it's not really.
right. The sun is also a star. Isn't that a book?
Interesting star. The moon. The
Okay.
magician is like dropping everything.
He left it all in the pool of water, and he's just taking the wand,
Thank
the
you.
staff, both wands,
Uh-huh.
fire with him. So that's different.
Right?
Not sure how to, because again, it's like he's leaving little. You kind of need all these other things. He's kind of maybe starting off fresh again, because you do need the mentality of the sword, the intellect of the sword. You need the emotions of the cup, and you need the stability of the coin. Why are you leaving those behind and just going with
All passion.
the spark, the intuition, the fire, just
Right.
driving forward, you know? So I guess I've been reading up on the moon. I read up on the moon, I should say, and it's really like in the Golden Dawn tradition. It's not really a very positive card.
Mm-hmm.
Where when I've like read in like other Rider-Waite-Smith books, the moon is kind of taken more of a neutral tone, you know. But yeah, um, yeah,
But I wonder though, like, because the moon is all about the illusion, right? What is in front of you you might not. It's just all fog and not clear. And for this one, it seems like I am lighting the way. I'm leaving the money, the emotion, my wit. I only have my passion drive ahead, and it will
you know,
shine through all the illusion in a way,
yeah, yeah,
right?
and it's like you have three different flames there. You guess if you know the third one that is like his walking stick is one way to feel. I guess if he's on his path, he can like poke the ground and make sure it's stable and structured there because it can look stable, but
Mm-hmm.
and then the two flames are just two forms of light, to help
Right.
illuminate his path.
Now, since we're all talking about creepy, this might be the creepiest of all, girl. You
But
better get ready for it, because this might be creepy.
ooh.
Ooh, girl, girl. The
He's the
emperor is
goat.
riding a stone goat, and that's the sun.
It's it looks very, yeah, it definitely it's like we take away the creepy child, but now we have a creepy goat.
And an old man, girl.
It's like that's the thing. It's not supposed to be a goat if it's associated to the emperor. It's supposed to be a ram.
So it's a
So
ram.
well, not really. It looks like a goat to me.
Well, the ram kind of like it just kind of he has to, the horn has
and
to
it, and
ram.
it's another. Here's another thing. It looks like the Baphomet a little bit
Mhm.
because of the staff, how it's right there on the very top between the horns, and Baphomet has that
Mm-hmm.
third horn, I think, going on. I don't know where I can show that. This isn't an exact Baphomet, but I'm sure I can find it real quick. In the Marielle, let's see. I should look in the back because it's always in the back. It's always in the last few cards. Now it's probably going to be in the middle. As always, taking time. Here it is, yeah. So it has that little tiny torch. You kind of see it here. Like you see the
Mm-hmm.
two horns and then the one at the very top in the middle.
Right.
It's kind of the same thing there. So it's kind of giving me that vibe, which again, kind of yeah, it may look creepy, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be like that staff that, which is, I think it's supposed to be like representative of an ankh. So it's supposed to be a symbol of life coming down into earth. Maybe, I think, is what it's supposed to
But this is the
represent.
thing, though. Like, how am I gonna read this if this is gonna pop up as the sun?
Right, that. Yeah, I get too esoteric with my talk sometimes.
And
So it's
I'm
like, yeah,
having to read it.
how
I'm like, well, it
how are we
can
getting
be danger girl. Somebody's lurking.
maybe?
Or like, no, it's a father figure is gonna come into your life and it's gonna save everything. He will be the light of it all.
An old
Take it
white
back.
man coming to fix everything again.
Like what? Like if this pops up in a reading, what am I gonna like? What does the book say? Let's see.
Probably nothing that helpful.
The sun.
Experience being outstanding, being healthy, victory, wealth, responsibility, and power.
The only thing is
I
having experience. Now I feel like if that's if that is the thing, is kind of like what is the guiding light for you is your experience. What you know already, what you need to look forward to, what is guiding you is your experience. You have the emperor knowledge already, so let that shine
that
through.
that experience helped that light finally grow and grow into a great, brilliant sun.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
treasure, because sometimes people think that like the sun is the happy, the youth, the youthful energy, the like yay, everything is gonna be fine. But this one is kind of like, yes, everything is gonna be fine, but you have to work for it, you have to live through it.
Yeah. Mm,
Right.
yeah. I like what Igor said. Daddy son.
That is sun. That is
Exactly.
sun.
Which reminds me, is Odin supposed to be like a sun figure, or is that another figure in Norse mythology?
Don't know anything
No.
about it. I went from very interested to kind of excited to totally confused. Oh girl. Oh, we fail completely.
Straight up.
But the thing is oh girl. Carry on.
Moving on.
Judgment.
So I guess here it's definitely calling out that animal aspect, that call of the wild, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Nature calls.
But then why is it judgment?
Yeah, again, and this is where the keyword, like, yeah, again, take out judgment, nature calls. Or a dog whistle. That's a statement. That's a thing.
But for me is what vegetarian right now.
Okay.
What I see is like the judgment is up there, and then you have the human on one side and the animal to the other side. And then
Yeah.
judgment is favored towards the animal rather than the human.
Oh, there we go. I love that. Love that take on it.
So we all need to
Nature
be
is
right,
nature's rising up, and yeah.
right,
But again,
respect,
how did that come up in a reading?
right, like respect. Res, the judgment in a reading will be go back to the nature and be a vegetarian and don't rely on human power.
Don't eat meat.
That's the judgment. The world.
Okay, so here it's justice. Keeping balance and things. I guess. I like how like the cape is just like flying out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it kind of does add that momentum. But yeah, I wish the four animals,
Thank
the four beings were switched, maybe changed to something else or something. I don't know. This is where you could have had more of an opportunity to change to move things even more around. Maybe put things from other cards into more, so it's not just two cards only and switch. Why not have like three cards or four cards shuffled around and or just shuffle them all around entirely. It's like there's so much you can do with this, but they kind of played it safe a bit, in my opinion.
Well, in a way, I feel like it is. What is the traditional the world usually say?
It's usually like about harmony, things as they should be. The apotheosis. I get it. That's it's the above and the below has now become one. It's a sacred space. It's happiness. It's things as they should be. It's a really good card in my opinion.
Right. Now it feels like this one is like, which is the
It's.
reverse of the
I
justice.
mean, it kind of. Oh, not really. I feel like it's still like in order.
Right.
It's ma'at more than justice.
Right. It's more concrete. Like this one feels more concrete as the world needs the justice.
Yeah,
Rather
despite
than
it's like flowing winds, moving through in the card, it's just
right.
yeah.
Instead of the like the metaphysical traditional RWS, like the world is where it needs to be balanced and everything. But then this one is like justice needs to be served before we do anything else.
Yeah, it's very restrictive. Again, this is where the word should be changed, should be retitled.
Nature strikes back in a theater near you. Rewrite the guidebook and demand commission because you are using every source of we are drained right now, girl. We are drained. What else to say? You didn't feel thank you so much for saying that. Justice for the world. Hi Thais, what's up? So okay. That is all the major arcana. Let's just keep on going on the minor because I think the minor it should be just pretty easy.
Well, here's the thing: the minors are the same in
Yeah, for
both,
both decks.
but the court cards are different.
Right.
So, should we? I separated the court cards already so that we could, so it's your stuff. But I mean, we can continue with the minor arcana. So it's kind of like because I think maybe we should keep like your stuff, at the forefront first,
Yeah.
and then do like what's the same after.
So we'll go to the court wands right now. Oh well, can you show aces and court? Okay.
I mean, they're yeah.
The aces are all the same. It's the wands.
Yeah, like
pretty straightforward, traditional.
So are we going to talk about this one?
What is traditional for wands?
So here, okay, so here I think it's, so here the elements are kind of blended, because here it's the staff of the wands in the water of the ace, and here it's giving that growth, which is kind of a very different take, where usually like elementally you would see fire with water makes steam. Here it's more like wood and water gives you vegetation and fruits and plants and whatnot. So it's a little different. So I guess it would be more like
traditional. You still have the cloud and the hand sticking up, but instead of the ground, you have the water. So that's the wands. Court. Page of Wands. Who is he?
It's the Page of Wands. It's just in the so here. This is one of the other things that This is one of the other things I don't like about this one, particularly collection A, is that they switched around just they kept the people all the same, but they just switched the environments around. So here this is the environment of the Page of Pentacles. Which, I don't know how much you can read it into that, in terms of like, you see the unplowed field in the back, which you can read into that.
Page of Pentacles like that.
Yeah.
Now, Page of Wands is on the Page of Pentacles land.
Yeah, and now I'm like, okay. When you said it like that, now the Page of Wands is on the Page of Pentacles land. so that right there, I'm like, now I like made, now it's kind of clicking and locking in here. But now I just lost it. But that's going somewhere. What I did like is that it reminds me how that page of wands is holding the wand. It's going to take me a while to find it. So you give your 2 cents as to what you think it is. You know, I look for this card.
Well, the only thing that I can say from the traditional, like, I don't know who hold the wands like that, girl. The page of wand usually is like this, right? Everything is dry. And then this one is like, okay, you're on the page of pentacles, which is, you know, green and healthy and, you know, happy and boobly bop. And then the page of wands hold the wands as a offering. It feels like it's offering right now. So like
Yeah.
giving the passion away.
It's not a very efficient way to hold it. So I guess, well, no, because it would be, I think maybe it's suggestive that it's resting on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe like on like right here on his neck, maybe. I don't know. Well,
Igor said a page of pentacle holding the wands, but I don't think so because it is page of wands because of all the lizard.
The getup. Yeah.
Yeah, all the lizard and
it's the page of wands posed as the page of pentacles in the land of the page of pentacles.
Girl, that's deep right there.
Okay, so here's what it is. I kind of confused it. I thought it was maybe like the page of wands in this deck, the inversion tarot, but no, it's the knight of wands. The kind of like looks like that, you know. But more specifically, the Fool. I was like, oh, Marseille Fool, where it's.
I am. My mind are blown right now, and I don't know it's a good blown or like a bad blown, because you said it right there. Because the gesture of the person is literally the page of pentacles on the page of pentacles land, but now the page of wand is doing the exact same gesture as the page of pentacle and offering, admiring the wand.
Well, he's not really admiring the wand. He's looking above it, because here this is my Kabbalistic side coming through. It's him above the abyss looking at the supernals. So it's like it's the cutoff, you know, to the top three Sephira. That's getting into.
Maybe this is if this come up in a reading, this is like, girl, be careful. It's an imposter.
I think we have to take note of the disconnect from the head to the rest of the body. Okay. So yeah, I get the imposter. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm getting
You know what I'm saying? Like you will think that yes, Page of Wands is like passionate. You know, he's all in. He's gonna love you and woo you and give you passion. But it's like, no, girl, it's a fake passion.
His actions aren't expressing what's really going on in his head, right? And what he's saying, and vice versa,
right? Oh, girl, this Zack.
But again, the other thing that I was going to say is, you know, looking up above the below, you know, looking up above like everything else, you know, kind of like ignoring the mess and the noise and staying focused and looking above.
So maybe he is grounded. Maybe the Page of Wands is grounded. And even though, you know, what you think that is all passion and power, all passion and love, but actually it's quite, maybe it is the Page of Pentacles just wearing the outfit of the Page of Wands.
Well, that's what I thought too, but it's like the hair color, you can definitely see. Spoiler alert. It is like the page. Let me cover my face.
Yes.
You see the hair?
Uh-huh. No, it is the Page of Wands. This is the Page of Wands. Just in the land of Page of Pentacles, acting like the Page of Pentacles.
Again, I think they could have done more. I think they could have, if they had like the Page of Pentacles in the dress of the Page of Wands or something, you know,
Could have
mix it
done
up
more.
more, something.
I'm already confused as it is. I don't.
Yeah. Just mix it up as much as possible. I don't know. Do a change. Something.
Bye tonight. Have a good sleep. Thank you, boob. Leave the channel on so that I can get some more watch hour. Horrible, YM. Horrible.
Well, you need those numbers.
I need those numbers so that I can get super chat so people can afford my addiction. Sorry. Okay, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. It is the Knight of Wands.
It's just the Knight of Swords holding a stick.
So it is the Knight of Sword holding a stick. Thank you so much.
It's the same pose as the Knight of Swords and the same what's going on. Here it's it's the same meaning as doing before thinking. You're reacting too quickly. You're going into things too fast. It's the same thing. I wish they kind of did a little switcheroo going on here, a little more, because it's just this card is that thus becomes unnecessary. I can just keep the Knight of Swords.
Right? It's charging with passion.
I guess it could be. It looks almost like I'd have to look at the after tarot because the after tarot. Hold on, my computer likes to fall asleep on me. Your working computer, stay awake. Okay, so like I think the after tarot might do something like this because you see how like the Knight of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith is like rearing up, and then here he's like launched forward now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's
I do agree with this one. Like charging forward more instead of your head than with your passion. Right?
Yeah.
Because he's in the land of sword right now.
Yeah. I guess. It's like yeah. Let's see.
Queen of Wands in the land of Queen of Water. Queen of Cups.
Oh, that's another thing that I noticed that I was like, wait, why didn't they do something a little more? Why didn't they put the queens or the kings and like the poses of the pages, or the knights in the position, or the pages in the positions of different court cards? Here they just kept them all the same. The queens are just switched around in different queen cards. The kings switched around in different king cards. I wish they did again a little more. So here, if you go through all the queens, you're going to see that they just switched around the queens in their same position and status, if you will. But to get into it, I guess here it's more like the environment of the Queen of Cups has tamed down the Queen of Wands, and is kind of more introspecting here and is like more. But again, it's like that's just the Queen of Cups, I guess, introspection. Right. But
Queen of Wands also has water in it, though, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's water or fire.
Right.
So it's kind of like you're still keeping the elemental associations the same.
Of the water, yeah, which is more water.
Oh yeah, here it's yeah. So here I guess it's more like I said, the fire toned down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The heat is put on low. Let it simmer.
I like the major better than the minor. She's become a thoughtful queen, girl.
There we go.
I don't know if this is me. I mean, you know what though? This is literally me. This is literally me.
Explain.
Because I'm strive to be a Queen of Wands in a way that I feel like I'm more identified with all the queens or the court cards. I feel like I'm the most striving to be the Queen of Wands because I'm passion-based person. A lot of me is passion-based. But then also like the water, I feel like if there's a card on Queen of Wands in the land of Queen of Sword, that will be that's what I need to be. Like I cannot have my emotion overrun me. I cannot have my passion overrun me. I need to have my brain.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know what. Well, we'll see when we get there. Let's see when we get to the
This is
sword part.
literally me. I'm too much passion, too much tears.
Mm-hmm.
King of Wands, same
So
thing.
it's same situation. The the fiery, the king of fire, the fire in the water. But here it's like in air as well. So it's like fire, water, and air
It's like
interplaying
trap.
together here.
I feel more trapped about this one. Like the fire is like within all the water surrounding them.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. That lizard better learn how to swim.
Right? It's like trap, like complete trap. The
Yeah.
boat
There's
is
not that much
small.
space. Yeah.
They drop him off on this thing. It's like think about your emotion. No, think about your fire.
Yeah.
It is an interesting deck, ladies and gentlemen. Conversation starter piece for sure.
Why am I out of focus? Look at me. Focus.
Okay, keep going.
Moving on.
Charging through. Ace of Cups is pretty much the same with the land. Is this the land of
Might
what?
be swords? But I like how it looks like it's underwater.
Yeah, it's the swords. So the sword background is like this, and it's
Yeah.
the same
Let
as
me try and get my. There we go. Yeah, it's like I like how it looks like. I think it's insinuating that the Ace of Cups has like overflowed and like has drowned everything.
you know whoever even just the observation of it, like all the like what we see. This is Ace of Cups in the land of Ace of Swords, and this is kind of depicted. And even though that is the book out there to explain each card on what it is, that will help. That will help immensely. Because then you can be the judge of how you want to depict the card. It is the Ace of Cups in the lens of sword. So what does that mean to you? Right?
Yeah.
Not fun. We're gonna tell.
But that right there then gets into Ace of Cups in the Land of Swords. That would be water of air. That would be in the court cards. That would be the elemental play. So it's like why? So it's like it's another repeat card. Isn't really necessary because that would be either the Queen of Swords or the King of Cups or the Knight of Cups, depending on how you guys work
Well,
with the
yeah,
elemental association.
yes, but it's the order of it though. So now this is this is the Ace of it rather than the court. So what does that mean as the first card with that element?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
I guess it
saying?
would be it'd be that initiation, that start, that beginning. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. It'd be a
Even
little
though,
difficult not to like get lost into the elemental interplay and forget that's
right,
there. That initial, the number,
right.
the
With the
number.
number.
Forgot the number.
I think that would take us a year to write this book.
Let's say 2.
And it was $99 for you to. No, it'll be free PDF.
Yeah.
Page of
Just
Cups.
donate. I love this Page of Cups.
In the land of what?
A fire. He's in a desert.
Yeah.
I love that. It's like this little cup of. Is there even water in that cup? That fish seems to be pretty happy, but I mean, like,
Yeah, there's water in it.
It's a very weird. It's nerve-wracking to me a bit because it's like it's so hot that water's gonna evaporate. That fish is gonna boil in there. Maybe that's his plan. Who boils fish? But it also reminds me of the story in the Bible of Joseph, and so you know. There's a whole complicated story. I don't want to get too much into it, but his younger brother goes to Egypt. They meet him, and so he apparently steals a cup. It's not. It's all set up. so that it looks like the younger brother stole the cup of divination. But really, it was just a reason for them to come back and test them. It's all weird. I can't remember, but point is, it reminds me of that, the cup in the desert, and the younger brother, the young man in there. It's all there for me.
Interesting. Bye, Annika. We'll see you at Zack. I'm sure that you'll catch it. This is gonna go on forever. Same thing in the land of fire, in the land of wands.
So, not sure how to take this one. And I guess all the knights are kind of like off to the rescue, just in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one I think is like going to save the Page of Cups from the desert. He's going to bring him an extra cup of water. Maybe he should have brought more.
Right? It seemed a little bit more essential in a way. It's more dangerous in the land of water. I mean, in the land of desert, bringing a cup of water, which is like like the necessary, like this. If any knight will have the emotion to get you out of like a dry spell, this is the knight. Okay. Thank you. Queen of Cups in the land of
swords.
Swords, yeah.
I don't know what to say about this one. I do like how it looks, how the ground looks rounded. How you can definitely almost see like she's sitting on top of the globe. That's kind of that mentality, that idea is there. Very strange for it to be air and water, and such a watery person and an airy person, and like that grounded earthiness there interplaying, kind of strange,
Right. Interesting. King
clear
of Cups.
thought and clear emotions.
Sure.
Not really. I mean, I guess, but I feel like she's looking down, and it's like the clouds are there, and she's looking down into the clouds, so not really that clear.
Or I mean, her head is above the cloud, though.
Yeah. But she decides to look down.
So she's seeing it. She's like, I see you.
Yeah.
Work with me here.
Yeah.
King of Cups.
Where did I put my King of Cups?
In the land of King of Pentacles. Pretty clear with all the greenery.
Where did he go? I don't have him. I can't see him clearly. Wait, right? Is that right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I did it wrong. Oh. I got confused. I put him with all the other Earth Pentacle cards. I like him. He's very much like a wine taster. He's very much like Bacchus, kind of giving me that vibe there. He's feeling good. He's drinking. He's having a good time. His eyes are closed, so he's probably dozed off.
So if this is what your daddy, if you need a daddy, this will be your daddy. I'm telling you, he's grounded.
Emotional. Not to me. I'm not getting that groundedness like I usually see in the normal King of Pentacles. I see that in here, that structure here. Here, I think he's more lax. He's more relaxed. He's the cool dad.
He's the drunk dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's the fun one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have to keep going. Ace of Swords.
I love this Ace of Swords too.
In the land of Ace of Pentacles.
Yeah, I would have better illustrated it in, how they say when you balance a knife, it's well balanced if you put it on the tip of your finger. I wish it was more like on the tips of the fingers, like that. So it looked a little more, it's giving me the vibe still, but it's like, it would have been interesting like that. But that's not how they're going with it. The Ace of Pentacles holds the pentacle like this. Or is it the Ace of Cups that holds it flat? I need to compare.
It's probably the cups.
Right?
The cup is flat, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean...
Yeah.
Because look at the hand is curved in the Ace of Cups. So they kind of kept it the same there, but it should be curved as well in the Rider-Waite-Smith pentacle card, right?
Yeah.
It's not as flat as in the Ace of Swords. That's getting we're getting too nitpicky, right? Because it's slightly it's curved.
Yeah. I
It's
would
not
say
flat like in the Ace of Swords, like in this Ace of Swords here.
no. This is it's the way that they draw it. It has to be the
Yeah.
pentacle. Yeah, they're just holding it.
I just didn't want to like draw it so it's like curved and then also like the blade cutting the fingers because then they would have had to draw more blood. Why am I like leaning off camera? There we go.
Page of Swords. Water and air now.
I like how they darkened the skin. I like how they added melanin to these characters here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a plus.
So
Why
this
have the
sword
swords?
is idea, but the idea is surrounded by the emotion. So he's
Okay,
emotional mess. He's
He's
all
what?
heady. He's all heady with emotion.
Okay. Yeah. It seems so. This is like the problem with court cards in general. It's like you can't really tell what they're doing, you know.
Yeah.
And this is it's still giving me the same like. Well, no, it's like I guess I could read into the pose here because he is posed like the Page of Cups, hand on the hip, looking at the sword like you know. Where in the Page of Swords, he's like he holds it like this,
Mm-hmm.
you know. He's much more like keeping it away from something, or you know. But here he has it like out secure. He's
There's
like
a purpose to it. Yeah.
yeah, he's very much like it's different. It's a different vibe. I can't exactly pinpoint what it would say in a reading though.
Knight of Swords. This one is super interesting. Is like offering the knife and in the Land of Pentacles.
It's when they're holding it like that, and this is I should have said this with the ace, you know, because he's holding it like in the Ace of Swords though, a little differently, but it seems more in like a way of reverence as like a sacred tool rather than just a normal sword to go out to battle with.
Right. So instead, I feel like this knight, because usually traditionally like Knights of Sword is like I am gonna right?
Going to
Yeah. This one is like I am calculated. I know what is going on. I'm one step at a time. Like this will be if I have to choose my boyfriend. I want this boyfriend.
He's also offering
the
sword.
Yeah.
Also, it's the knight in the earth. So here, that structure is here. He's structurized. Moving on.
I do feel like it's more diplomatic instead of like right. Very good. Queen of Swords. This one, I don't know if I like this one. I like my queen. I always like the Queen of Swords with holding the sword out and like, you know what, I'm here to rule. And this one is so contemplated.
I think it's more like she's like, as you usually see her in this powerful position. This is her like when she's off work and she's like, damn, it's like I have to freaking do all this shit every fucking day. I have to be the baddest bitch every day. I gotta do this tomorrow. Let me just take a break here. Let me sit in my little garden.
Yeah, after dinner, before bed, like, oh girl, I'm tired. My head hurts.
Like the weekend cannot come soon enough for her.
Oh, this Queen.
I feel bad for her.
It's boo boo.
I like how you can easily emote how they emote more in these cards.
Yeah. And then King of Swords.
Oh, he looks pissed.
This one is the mean one. He was like, I'm gonna cut you.
He's like, I've had it.
Yep.
He's putting his foot down, rather stabbing the sword into the earth.
Yeah, like that.
Oh.
Moving on, page Ace of Pentacles. This one is interesting though. It's the drop of the coins that is interesting.
Yeah, it's either like
water.
Oh yeah, is it? Oh yeah, no, that's wands.
Is it wands?
Yeah, that's the background of the wands. Yeah, the water was with the Ace of Wands.
That's right. My head.
It's so twisted. Yeah. The trees in the river, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting how, I don't know if they did that on purpose, that tree is in the river, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should have it out
Or
with me so I can
by the
remember
river,
that.
I suppose, like really close to the
Yeah.
river. But it feels like this one is a little bit more promising of like this is not investing, it is more like a generous gift from the universe.
Yeah, it seems like you are the hand rather than the hand giving something to you.
Yeah.
It seems that it's your hand and something's dropping the coin into you. It could also be when you flip a coin and it's going to fall right into your hand.
Yeah.
Could be that too.
Yeah. Okay, Page of Pentacles.
Did they add more birds into this one from the normal Page of Swords?
Uh let's see.
Because I think there's less. I think they added like 5 more birds in there.
This is Page of what?
It's a page of. It's supposed to be the background of the Page of Swords, but this is the Page of
1, 2, 3,
Pentacles that
4,
they have.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2,
Oh,
6, 8,
makes
6,
sense.
10. It's 10 birds. Is it 10 birds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 birds, girl.
Hmm.
There's 2 more birds in there.
I would have, I would have either kept it at the 10 or made it 11, since the page would be after 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but 12.
1, 2,
Not
3,
sure what to
4,
do with
5,
that.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's 12? Yeah, 12.
I mean, zodiac signs and the months of the year. You can go into that, but on your own, I don't know where to go with that. But moving on.
So talking of money, it feels like I'm not giving it to you.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. A little bit of a lighter sense of that Four of Pentacles, where he's very clingy. Here, he's more just protective.
Instead of like usually the page is like the one that just like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
right?
You can tell he worked really hard. He doesn't have that much, and what little he has, he's gonna make sure he's gonna protect it
Right.
because he knows, mind page, the value
Mhm.
of it.
Yep. Because yeah, he is on in the land of air, right? Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Knight of Swords. And I love that, it's a colored person, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Diversity.
Yeah.
And which one is this one? This one is wands? No, water.
Yeah, it's the knight. It's supposed to be the background for the Knight of Cups.
Knights of Cup, yeah.
So I guess
And
he's
the
on the
horse,
search.
I love the horse. It's not a white horse also.
Yeah,
The dark horse. Thank
yeah.
you.
The Knight of Pentacles rides the black horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I would say, maybe he's looking for a good place to plant this pentacle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like following the river because that's a good source of water for this pentacle. Why do I always lean this way? I should be leaning this way.
Which is true, very true. And then Queen of Pentacles is now on the land of Queen of Wands.
So this is interesting. Okay, I like this one too. Though how this comes from the Queen of Wands, how that Earth and Fire interplay is mixed, and how it shows the separation going on. Because if you look, you have the sandy desert, the golden sand of on her right, and on her left, there's the silver gray cement looking type of ground there. So you see this duality going on in this card. Also, she took out the pentacle from, or the 5-pointed star from the coin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the pentagram from the pentacle, and so the star is taken out of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and so so you can take it as like, the symbolism of the circle and the star representing the 5 and the circle representing like 0 or the spirit, and it's like star, or it's like, I think sometimes it's used to refer to as like the star in earth, like I said. So there it's separated.
Very true.
There's a separation going on there.
Yeah. which is the Queen of Pentacles.
Yeah.
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 The King of Pentacles in
So-
the land. Which one is this one? Air? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's still kind of the same. He has that stern seriousness. I think is kind of here to definitely tell you, hey, be a little more conscious with your money. Where
Mhm.
in the other one, it's with the King of Pentacles. In the other one, he kind of does have that mentality, but it's not at the forefront. Here, I get that. It's like save your money. Do you got McDonald's money? You know,
Right.
that kind of thing.
It's more. It is have the more of the King of Sword vibe to it with the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like trying to adjust myself correctly so that I'm like, so I can lean over how I want to lean over.
That's that. An hour and 50 minutes, girl.
Might as well just keep it to the 2 hour.
So this is, you know what? What we should do next is open up the Happy Squirrel package.
Oh yeah.
Let's do. Do we do A or B?
I did all of them.
Oh, you already opened all of them.
I was like looking for. I was like, do I get all the extra cards? And I did. Though I will say with the Happy Squirrel cards, you do. It's randomized. You're not. So you may not be guaranteed all the cards.
Oh, girl. I'm going to, since the poster saying that is that collection A with the collection B, should I open collection? I'm going to open collection B. So this is the collection B, the yellow package of the pack.
Where did I put those Happy Squirrel cards?
Okay, there's 2 of them in here. So I have the Squirrel of Cups and Squirrel of Swords with this pack.
Oh, also be careful when opening the packets.
Number 1 is
because
gone.
some of the cards are like right in between that tear off point.
Uh-huh.
So like how you're bending it, you could accidentally bend some of the cards.
2. Oh wait, I shouldn't. This is the yellow pack. I should open the blue pack. It's weird. I'm doing the blue pack now. Sorry. I will be angry if I have repeat. I hope.
I had a lot of repeat cards, but I was still able to get the entire collection.
Queen of Squirrel, Queen of Sword. Queen of again, Queen of Squirrel, Queen of Wands. Okay, so I have 1 repeat already. Ooh,
Yeah,
girl.
I would recommend opening all of them.
I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, I was like, how many do you have right now? Like of the collection, one of each. How many?
I have 6. I have 6 blue and 6 yellow.
Okay.
This is Squirrel of Wands, another repeat. Oh dear, I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh my god, Queen of Squirrel again.
No, I'm not gonna
I don't know
focus
about
on the
this.
camera.
I don't know about this. Corvin, did you get all of them?
I'm like seeing how like where the focus is at. I mean, like you should be able to. I think with all the packets, I think that gives you a good chance of getting all of them for sure.
How many for the blue package? What do you have?
Uh, like so so all of so these so I got a majority of them from the blue packet, But it's like a lot of them would have been like repeats, you know. And I got the last two that I needed from this one. I think I could be wrong because I did get plenty of extra cards. Like I said, like a bunch of repeats, duplicates.
How many cards are there?
There should be, like I said, only 8, maybe? I said 6 at first, but there should only be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. There should be 4, like one for each of the elements. So a scroll of wands, a scroll of cups, a scroll of swords, and a scroll of pentacles. And then there should be two kings and 2 queens, and they have like the sun and the moon on them. Where? There we go.
Oh, this is annoying. This one is not cooperating.
Be careful, you don't want to rip the cards.
I'm gonna do it from down there.
They're so cute. Yeah, they are some of the better squirrel cards that I've seen.
Okay. Queen, I don't know about this, girlfriend.
I know, it was like the very last one, I think, that I got the final.
I have 4. Queen of.
Let me see.
I have 4 squirrel of wands. I have 2 squirrel of sword. I have 4 squirrel of a queen of squirrel. Oh dear. 1 squirrel of pentacles. 1 king of. Oh, wow. I'm just gonna open the yellow package also. 12 cups.
Yeah, I had to open both of them to get all of them. That's why. Yeah, because look at all the duplicates I got. So I got 1, 2. Hold on, I need to separate them because I shuffled them.
I have so many squirrel of wands. What's that supposed to mean?
You see, I only got 3 squirrel of wands. But what I did have, I got 4 scroll of pentacles. Right? No, 4 scroll of swords.
Oh, this is annoying.
And then I got.
I have 5 squirrel of wands.
You see, and I have 5 scroll of cups.
Okay. That's giving me a little hope.
Yeah. And then I got an extra scroll of pentacles and 2 scroll of suns. So if you guys like buy a pack and you're like missing like either one of these or something, message us.
True, very true. Queen of squirrel again. Squirrel of cups. How many? Okay, tell me how many cards I should have.
You should have in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2,
8
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh,
I have 2 packs left.
It's like so nerve-wracking.
Squirrel of cups. I have a repeat. Queen of squirrel. I have a repeat. Last one. Oh dear. Yeah, nope, I don't. Oh my god, I don't have it.
What are you missing?
Let me see. Okay, so I have squirrel of cups.
Okay.
Why don't you tell me what you have?
Okay, so there's a scroll of wands.
Mm-hmm.
The scroll of cups, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll of swords with the gold statue.
Uh-huh.
Squirrel of pentacles.
Squirrel.
The little nest.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The queen of squirrels with the moon. and the water and the sunflowers. Okay. The king of squirrels, and it's like the snow. He has a little fireplace and the moon.
King of squirrel. Uh-huh.
Okay. Then you have another queen of squirrels with the sun and the throne of the empress,
Uh-huh.
and then she's playing a piano. And then you should have the king of squirrels, and he's looking at the sun
Nope, I don't have that one.
on the tower. Well, I have 2 extras.
Oh my god.
So I will be mailing one out to you.
Oh my god. I would be so PF if.
Yeah,
Bye
because
everyone. Bye. Happy solstice. Retro. Have fun. Okay, 2 hours here. We'll get done here. We'll jump over to your channel. Should we take a little break?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my legs need a break.
How long do you need?
Let's just say like 5 minutes max.
Okay, let's do 5.
Yeah.
So 5 minutes later, go to his channel. Grab your drink. Grab your water. We'll do collection B. We'll tough it through. Bye.
Bye.
See you over at the Tigers of Bliss channel. I'm gonna do this thing. By remembrance of sleep and loop, and then I'll just do this. Bye. See you over there.